This experiment was done to determine who has better problem-solving skills in groups. The task was for both ants and humans to maneuver a T-shaped object through a maze. Note that the humans were prevented from communicating with each other, replicating the same abilities as ants. The experiment showed that ants actually performed better in a group than humans. This is because the humans had a greedy solution approach in the group, where each human wanted to move the object in their own way, whereas the ants acted more as a colony, a single unified entity with a shared goal. Ants versus humans. This experiment was done to determine who has better problem-solving.
Right, Shalom, I'm giving all praise unto the honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and the honest brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And the brother body are coming out here to give you this truth for the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Shabashim Kohakodash, giving all praise unto Bashim Shabashim Kohakodash. Yeah, I was just watching this video here, and I was inspired to do a little quick response video, spiritual thoughts concerning this video that we've seen. And you know, the scripture talks about how we're supposed to be looking towards the animals, specifically the ant, and seeing how they maneuver, how they are, and ultimately how things are done, all right, within the so-called animal world to derive information about how you're supposed to conduct yourself within the body, specifically to this video, but also to see how you're supposed to be. Okay, there's many clues out there as to what's right, what's not right, what works and doesn't work, and how to be best efficient in existing with harmony with the earth that we see. Okay, that the Most High is used as the basis for how we're supposed to be upon the face of the earth. Okay, for one of a better way of putting it. And pretty much as you can see from that particular video, yeah, man, the Most High is bad. Okay, the Most High is to be glorified. Okay, the Most High is his thoughts are way beyond. His thoughts are way beyond. Okay, our thoughts. When you think about the ants, what was they talking about via walkie-talkies? was they communicating via Bluetooth headset? Right? Did they ring using an iPhone? I mean, these are the things I think about when I be looking at stuff like that. I'll be thinking to myself, well, there's got to be a higher level thing that's happening right there in terms of communication. The Most High's power is to be feared, man. This video is another proof of that. This is great power beyond anything that I could comprehend in terms of how this thing even works. Esau wouldn't be able to figure this out. Esau wouldn't be able to figure out how they was able to communicate, organize, and be able to solve that particular task. And I say all of that to say this point, right? The Most High's ways are above our ways, right? The Most High is bad, okay? The Most High is bad, okay? Yahweh Shema Shai is it. Esau ain't it. Even with these little BS technology that Esau's got, that ain't nothing in comparison to what the Most High has got, okay? And things that are to come to be seen that we're gonna see upon Yahweh Shai's return. This ain't nothing, man. Esau's technology ain't nothing, man, okay? But going back onto the example of the animals and seeing how these animals conduct themselves, let's liken it onto the body of Yahweh Shai, right? Working together for a particular goal, not for self-glory. And that's one of the things that they had mentioned, right? When they did it for people, what was the problem? People was trying to put themselves up on a level, which, yeah, the Most High is going to put you up on a rank. The Spirit's going to put you up on a rank, but that's for order. That's for order. Ultimately, we're the body of Yahweh Shai. We're all working for the same mission, which is to push Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, which is to push the word of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. And again, like we see, that body that we see within these ants, they're moving as one unit, right? That body we see these particular ants behave like is likened unto the body that we are in Yahweh Shai, pushing the furtherance of the ministry of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Bashim Kohakodash, not furthering our own vain ego. We're not here to exalt each individual that we are. We're here to exalt Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. I gotta stress that point again. As you can see, what saith the scriptures? Look towards the animals, look towards the ant, and see the work, see the work that they put to achieve their goals. Look at these particular things and you'll be edified. And what's the edification that we can take from this? We see that particular creature, we see these little tiny creatures able to work as a body, not for one person to be gloried, not for one person to be famous, not for one person to ride up on a white horse and say, look, I'm the leader. I'm the guy that's going to take you to the kingdom, so to speak. I'm the one. Only through me are you going to be able to receive Yahweh Shai, so that you may be glorified in the sight of men. That's not how that body worked. That body worked because they was able to put the glory of the body above the glory of the individual, so that the sum of the pieces are more so than the individual. And that's what we see with Yahweh Shai. We are more as a unit than we are as a singular individual. Okay? We're the church of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, man. Okay? We're the church of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. This ministry is not about us, man. It's not about I budget. It's not about whatever brother you want to put and insert in that particular picture. It's about the body of Yahweh Shai. It's about Yahweh Shai. If you're going to say, is it about somebody? It's about Yahweh Shai. Doth not the scripture say everything was made for his sake? It's about Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Everything was made for his sake. We're here to serve Yahweh Shai, and this body is here to serve Yahweh Shai, but it must needs be a body. It must needs be a functional unit that works towards the glorification of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, not the glorification of us. But we see when Yahweh Shai is raised, we gonna be raised. You see, when that particular task is achieved, the whole body is raised up. So in turn, when Yahweh Shai's work, his ministry is completed, we too are going to be raised up within the work that is Yahweh Shai. We see when Yahweh Shai returneth and he's glorified, we see we're going to be glorified. Because we're the church, we're married unto Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Not one individual Yahweh Shai is going to say, yeah, well done, mate. You're the guy. No, Yahweh Shai is the guy. Okay? Yahweh Shai is the one to be glorified. Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai are the ones to be glorified. So like it, let me phrase it like that. They're the ones to be glorified. They're the ones that we see are to be glorified, not ourselves. That's what the body is functioning towards the glorification of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, man. That's what it's all about. It's not about us, man. It's about the body. It's about the functioning unit that is the woman of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, man. Just like how you have a so-called good wife. A so-called good wife works towards the glorification of our house. What is our house? Okay? The tabernacle of David with Yahweh Shai at the head. That's what we're working towards, man. That's the mission. Whether you die, whether you live, Lord's will, you make it on a chariot. But ultimately, the reality of the situation is that it's not about us. It's not about us, man. Okay, it's about the unity. It's about the function. It's about the objective, which is Yahweh Shai's kingdom being established upon the face of the earth through the foolishness of preaching, and ultimately through the salvation we're going to receive off of the back of the foolishness of preaching, and ultimately his kingdom being established upon the earth. That's going to be that's like an unto them ants, right? They got the little puzzle done, right? That's Yahweh Shai's kingdom being set up, man. I liken it to that. Anyways, I feel like I rambled enough. I just saw that, and you know, I was mystified. I was like, wait, what? Wait, hold on a minute. There ain't no walkie-talkies. There ain't no Bluetooth headset. There's no coordinator. There's no guy saying I'm the chief. I'm the boss man. There's no chairman, like they say out there within Nigeria. There's no chairman over there, but they still function. It's still working. More effective, more so than so-called sentient beings that's supposed to be on a high level. It's on a higher. It's functioning more than that. And I got to ask the question: where's the walkie-talkie? Where's the walkie-talkie? Right? Where's the Bluetooth headset? Where's the guy with a hard hat conducting the thing? And the thing functions. That lets you know there's a way of being upon the face of the earth that's in harmony when you're serving the body, to have it to where the glory of the body is going to be glorified more so than your own glory. Anyways, without my say, praise unto Yahweh Shai Bashim Korakodash. The bonus unto the Apostle Great Millstone. On the brothers that we're pushing these truth and sincerity. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.